Hello and welcome. Um, this is my first time going live on YouTube versus Facebook. So I'm super excited, but if there's any little nuances, we'll fix them. We'll fix them later. So this is just an experiment. Yeah. Hi. Welcome to Living Magically. I'm your host, Magical Michelle, and I'm trying something different today, which is exactly what you should be doing in your life. That is a metaphor for everything I'm about to talk about. This week is such a big and profound, but gentle shifting of energies. And I think it's being underrated just how profound it is. So we had this new moon in Taurus, and it's always at the end. Right now, our new moons are kind of at the end of a season. So what happens is we change seasons immediately after. So this week we have Taurus season ending and Gemini season starting. So when the sun is in Taurus, it's stable. We're grounded, we're centered, which we really needed after all of that Aries energy that we've had for so long. But this is the move that's happening this week. We're moving into Gemini. And Gemini is such a profound experience because we are going to be living in a new era, a new world, a timeline jump for no better purposes, because this is an opportunity for all this new energy to be like the first time. We are seeing some planets for the first time meeting up with all the big outer planets in new signs. So we've had a lot of outer planets change, all of them for within the last year. And this is the first time we're seeing this all come in because Uranus was the last one to move, and that just happened in the last month. So Uranus moved into Gemini, and that's a 7.5 year cycle. So this is the first time we're seeing the sun in Gemini as we're in this new Uranus in Gemini. So we're going to see things speed up. Gemini moves fast, and it's an air sign, but it's also a very movable air sign. It's looking for new thought, and it's the twins. So sometimes there's two thoughts going on, and I'm going to equate that to we're straddling the old and the new at the same time. The new earth, the old earth, the new version of you, the old version of you. In fact, your friends, your family, the people around you may not be keeping up with the changes you're making internally, and maybe even ready to make externally. And they're like, but last week you said this. And you're like, but now I feel this way. This just happened to me where I was deeply processing something. And my friends were like, but I thought you weren't going to do that. And I was like, no, I'm all in. In fact, there's a lot of changes going on for me internally, and it's changing very rapidly and fast because I've been doing timeline work. I've been shifting timelines. So every day in every way, I'm getting better and I'm getting stronger and I'm moving to the next version of me. And that may be happening to you too. So be patient with the people around you as you're shifting, as you're making quantum jumps, as you're leaping into this new reality. Be loving, be patient. And you're going to see this week soften a little because we have Taurus being a very new version of Mars. Mars has been in Aries, which it loves, it moves, it's rapid, it's got that drive, but it softens Mars when it moves into Taurus. So we're going to see Mars moving into Taurus, and we're going to see Venus moving from into Cancer. And that is going to be a more loving expression. So we're going to see sort of the stabilizing of emotions. We're going to see a very loving set of expression. We're still going to have Mars energy. We're still going to have drive and movement. There's a lot of forward movement. We're going to have a lot of Aries energy, And what I'm noticing as we're coming into an air sign is we're very balanced, actually. We've got planets in all the different elements. We've got air, we've got fire, we've got water. And so the invitation here is to harmonize. The invitation is to find your center. This is where you're taking aligned action. This is where you're moving forward fearlessly. This is where you're also grounding and staying. And this is also regulating your nervous system to the new version of you. This is also, though, quantum jumping into the version of you that you're becoming. So all of these things are happening at the same time. You might find that different people, you're attracted to new friends, you're attracted to new business partners, you're attracted to doing new things in a new way. This is all perfect and happening for you instead of against you. Now, on the same note, you might also be like, this thing I've done for a really long time no longer feels in alignment for me. This thing that I've been like so focused on for years, 7 years, 10 years, even 20 years, because this new moon in Taurus started us on a 19-year cycle forward. So for some of us, this is a lot of the rest of our career or the rest of a certain era of our lives. For people wanting to have children, that's the lifespan of a child. So you might be like, okay, this is time to have children, or this might be by the end of a couple of years from now, I'll be childless. So you're going to see a lot of people looking at the big picture right now. And I'm going to invite you to be personal this week. This is personal. This isn't about the whole world. This is about who you are feeling in your body. And there is a lot of love in your body. Right now, the more love you can give to your body, the more you can regulate your nervous system, the more you can connect to your vagus nerve and de-stress your physical body, de-stress your mind, the more you can put aside old thoughts, the more you can forgive, forget, release, resolve, the better off you're going to be, because this next phase is about the future. We're looking for joy in the future. We're looking for the expression of who am I becoming? Quantum leap time, quantum jump time. So you can skip steps here, because if you can forgive, if you can accept, if you can align and harmonize with this version of you you're becoming, everything's going to start opening up for you. If you can connect to the form of thought that is projecting expansion, the form of thought that is safe to receive, the form of thought that is ready to take aligned action, this is going to help you be a better communicator. This is going to help you share who you are, what your dreams are, what you're becoming at a much clearer rate. So this is a good week to have loving communication with your friends and family. This is a good week to share hopes, dreams. This is a good time to stabilize your business partnerships. And if you've been waiting for something, maybe it's a new job, maybe you are waiting for a promotion, you're waiting for interviews to come through, if you're waiting for your romantic relationship to develop, or you've had a little bit of stagnation, stay patient. Give things another week or so. We are stabilizing in this energy. Things move fast, but it also is a time to learn patience. And one of the things I'm going to invite you to think about is, what does patience actually mean? Patience means the joy in the waiting. So whatever it is you're creating, if it doesn't feel like it's happening yet, if that timeline isn't catching up, the quickest way to start shifting that timeline is to be joyful, is to be grateful, and to be in expectation of it instead of frustration. You can very much eliminate your own manifestation by second guessing the time. And so divine timing is a thing, but the best and quickest way for you to shift it fast and shift it with real forward motion is to have joy in your waiting, have certainty in your decision making, have certainty in the way you're expressing yourself. Speak it into being. Talk, get excited, be grateful. And I don't want to spiritually bypass and be like, be grateful rather than take action. But I am going to say, as you're taking action, be patient. And patience, the virtue says, joy in the waiting. Because what we don't want to do is start scrambling and worrying and concerning ourselves with something we've put in motion and when it's going to happen. We really want to just be like, of course that's going to happen for me. Of course today is the best day ever. Of course everything's always working out for me. And if it's not, then that was a door that wasn't meant for me. So anytime we get notice that something we were trying to do doesn't come forward in the way we wanted it to, think of it as a door shutting and another door opening. And think of it as spiritual protection. It wasn't for you. But I do know that if we're trying to make something happen, it becomes more stressful. So take aligned action versus struggle to make something happen. We're creating, we're manifesting, we're visualizing, we're expecting, we're creating a new world, and that is the new way. So the new world has all of these planets. We have outer planets and inner planets all in new places for the first time, really ever. This is a moment as we come toward this blue moon that's happening on the 31st. Early mornings of the 31st of May, we have the second full moon in a calendar month, but it's also the second the fourth full moon in a season. And so we have two different ways we call a blue moon, and in this case, it is both. So it's really rare, and it's really potent, and it's really powerful. We only have one planet retrograde right now, and that is Pluto. And it is asking us to take a deep review of what's working for us and what isn't working for us. Otherwise, everything is harmonious and moving forward. Maybe not in its favorite place, but certainly in a place that is moving and harmonizing and creating. So ask, what is going to bring me into balance? What is the secret sauce of just the right amount of doing and the right amount of allowing? What is allowing me to be safe in my receiving? I want to feel protected, but I also want to feel safe. I want to feel active. I want to feel visible. I want to visualize. These are the things that I am doing currently that I invite you to look at this week. It's a beautiful week. It's a magical week. So happy Magical Monday, or whatever day you're watching this, and use this week to gain momentum, steady steps in the right direction, and also taking off the backpack of the baggage that no longer needs to be carried. We're not carrying other people anymore. We're not self-sacrificing in this new version of us. We are allowing ourselves to be in the receiving. We're allowing ourselves to receive our prayers. And if something comes through that's like too good to be true, but you've been manifesting change, hop on it, because this is going to be a week of synchronicities. If something does show itself as no longer working for you, maybe something you've been doing a long time, but isn't working for you at its best proportion, allow it to be a good time to review, to see if it's time to let go. And if you are holding on and not doing something you really want to do because you're afraid, this is the perfect time for a quantum jump. This is the time where maybe I've done it 20 times, but I know this is something I want to do. Don't think of those things as failures. Think of them as practice for now, and go forward fearlessly. Go forward in a way that you're actually feeling lit up, feeling like, okay, this is my time. And maybe I've tried it these ways before, but I've learned a lot. I'm not the same person. This is my time. This is absolutely my time. So I want you to feel that certainty. I want you to feel that courage. I want you to go out and get there. And I know that's what you want too. If you feel like you need a little bit of help, I've created a cute little sweet package of 3 sessions to do a quantum jump. They're fast. We do it in 3 sessions over either up to 2, 3, 4 weeks, and we get it done really fast. So if that's something you're interested in, reach out to me and we'll see if that's something for you. If you just want to be supported in your progress, if you want to be catching those magical times, doing this work together in a supportive, loving community, that's what my Living Magical monthly membership is all about. And so I invite you to join me as we're quantum leaping for this blue moon. This is the next 14 days, all the way until that 31st full moon, to really get clear, to really get solid on your manifestations, but not just manifestations, big term, long-term goals, and that new version of you that is already aligned, already harmonized, and ready for quick, fast transformation. This is the time. Now is the time, and the time is now. And I love it. I'm here for it, and I'm here for you. So if you don't know me, I'm Magical Michelle, and I've been doing this weekly broadcast sometime on Monday, or sometimes early Tuesday morning, sometimes Sunday night, but somewhere around Monday every week since 2017. I've just been doing it on Facebook. So we're going to see if this little change to YouTube brings us a little bit of that same thing I'm talking about, where a little change, aligned action takes you to the next level. So I'm doing the same. I'm here with you in this, and the invitation is, what is the aligned action? Maybe it's something you're already doing, but you're going to do in a bigger, better way. That's expansion. That's the energy. What is it you're jumping into right now in your quantum leap? Try things out. Try them on for size. See what feels right. Do something a little bit adventurous. Do something a little bit different. Do something you've been meaning to do but haven't. And let go of the things that make you unhappy, that make you feel resentful, that do not feel aligned anymore. Maybe you've been doing them a long time, but they don't feel good anymore. This is the perfect season to let that go. So move forward without fear and let go with surrender, forgiveness, and acceptance. And this is the greatest time I've seen in a very long time for a quantum jump, a quantum shift. And with all of that, have a magical week. I love you. Live magically. And I also get to learn how to end it. Well, that wasn't it.